It's 23:04 on the 6th of January 2014. It's a Monday. I'm just going to try Tankchair again.
This Brad?
Hello, Brad.
Hello.
Is that Brad? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, Brad. It's Jim over in the UK.
Hello.
Hiya. I've been emailing you, messaging you. I know you told me to contact Jason. I've contacted Jason. I've had no joy from him. I'm just trying to find out what.
Actually, fired Jason. Anyway, hey, I know the answer to your question. I have 60 modules being flown over from the UK. They're supposed to leave there right down the street from your house today. Yeah. And I don't know what time it is over there. I think you guys are 8 hours ahead of us.
Well, it's 23:10 here.
The modules get in, we're shooting them out.
Yeah, what was wrong with the old modules?
We're actually looking at some production by the end of this week.
Oh, right. And how long do you reckon the tests will take?
No, the testing's done. That's we finished the testing, turned it back in, and PG just basically confirmed it, confirmed all the stuff, and they actually built the new circuit boards with a lot more copper to handle the heat for the fullback, and they put it together, and they are building it, like I said, there in the UK, and then we're gonna basically buy it from. They're sending the entire production to China, but instead of waiting it to go there, the UK said they're gonna make 60 of them and send them over. So I've got a lot of we haven't moved anything since the middle of November since we've done this. So I really can't wait for them to get here.
Yeah, can I ask, Brad, what was actually wrong with the modules then? Was there a circuitry problem, or what was it?
It was actually PG's issue. We proved that basically we were running so much current through there, the circuit boards on there were failing because of the amount of heat from basically where both of the batteries came in and touched on the 24-volt side. When it got so hot, after a couple times, that the circuit board would buckle, and then after repeated times of that, when the buckling was bad, then it wouldn't send a proper charge to the batteries, so it acted like it was dead all the time, when in reality it just couldn't process the current because the circuit board had broken.
Ah, well, that makes sense, because when I first had it and went up that...
For the past 2 years, I have sent in multiple modules and multiple failures, and right now with the Independence Fund and over $1.2 million of entire work, I haven't been able to move because I've been waiting for the product liability issue. And the president of PG flew over here, and I met him in Fresno back in November once I gave him the prototypes back. And anyway, it's finally done, and the cool part is that we're going to be the only chairs in the world to have it for 2 years. It's kind of an agreement we came up with because I'm not suing them.
Oh, right. Oh, you were thinking of suing them for all the faulty boards.
That's product liability. Now, I said I've got literally millions of dollars in chairs around the world. All of them, not yours. All of them. There's not. All my speedsters work fine, but all my tracks, toast.
So that would explain why the first time we took it out in the snow, it wouldn't cope with the hill and that. It's because the board, as soon as it was being used, the board was heating up and buckling or whatever.
The circuit board buckled. And once the circuit board buckled, like I said, you didn't show any error codes on it because through the circuit board's mind, it was still doing it. It was making the contact. They did not plan for it. I'm the only one that ever ran that much current through it on their product. And anyway, that's just a long and short of it. I've been fighting with it for 2 years, but
it's getting there.
Yeah, I almost put my family here in bankruptcy, but we're getting through, and they're working with me, and they are refunding me a whole lot of money. And I said, I'm working with them. He said, the end result is we're going to make the next generation of wheelchairs out there. That's a lot better. So all the stuff I've done for Independence Fund, private sales, I'm just getting hammered.
All right. So it's not just me chasing you up. You got others as well.
No, it was quite literally every single chair that just failed, and it made me look like a complete dumbass. But as I said, I had to prove it to them that it was their product, it wasn't me. So I've been working with them. They said they've been sending me prototypes with 80 degrees Celsius, and I've been trying those. I've been showing them what we do, and I've been working hand in hand with their engineering group. And then they finally realized that, hey, Brad's right. So they're making the circuit boards my way. Just off one of the prototypes we had, I had a 220-pound person sprint 3 miles on the chair before it went into foldback, and that wasn't even set at the optimum speed. So once we get it back to a full charge and off again, then we're estimating anywhere from 5 to 6 miles before it even starts to go into foldback.
Oh, right, and that's what it was happening straight away, sort of thing with mine.
Yeah, everything, everybody. You're bigger, so you're going to run more parasitic drag. But I mean, it was doing it to people that only weighed 90 pounds too. So it just took a little bit longer.
Yeah, that's.
But, the heavier you are, the faster it cooks. So
that's why it wouldn't. So that's why it wouldn't move with even my daughter on in the end.
I'd say that again?
I said that's why it wouldn't move even with my daughter on in the end, because it just got worse.
Yeah, no, it was basically, once the circuit board buckles so much, you could tell it to move, and the joystick would send it, but there was actually a connection issue inside. It just, the circuit would jump. It wouldn't make a clean connection. So instead of running the maximum amount of amps it needed to turn the wheels, it just never got to that. That's why it just acted like a pig, and it wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
Because it never got the full.
Yeah, because when she was turning... When she was turning, you could see the tracks the cogs to try and move, but as soon as they hit the tracks, that was it. It would stop, and you try it the other way, and it would literally move until it hit the track, and then stop that way as well.
Right, and we're actually setting up the entire way of doing it on. We're actually putting the owner's manual together with the new ones going out, and the batteries have been upgraded, and the chairs are a lot lighter, but. We're only using 2 speeds now, and basically for efficiency, it's going to be low and high, and low actually goes just as fast as high does, but when you need high, it's basically what we call high current.
Yeah.
And you can button, and at the same revolutions per minute, it'll just dump a ton more electricity into the motors if you need to bind it up, and you can do it while it's turning. But if you want to slow down, you just hit the spot on there where the it goes from turtle to rabbit, and you just turn it down from 5 on the rabbit. So if you want to use the full speed on, we say it's only going to be 2 speeds. We're going to keep it simple, less things to break, less things on the programming. And they said we've turned the module so you can get a lot deeper in the water, but it's still not waterproof. But we've made a lot of improvements waiting for this thing to go. But it's finally here. So we have the first 60 coming in, and then we're looking to move. Basically, we're trying to pump out 50 units a month just to play catch-up. Used to be I was only doing like 5 or 6 a month, so I have to play catch-up now because a lot of people have given me their money and wanted a chair. And like I said, I'm sitting here really damn close to, it is what it is. It's one for the fences, but it's on its way.
Oh, well, that's good to hear. How are you since you broke your back?
Actually, Liz is still pissed. I haven't slowed down, they're just, nobody cares. It's like, they're like, oh, I'm sorry you broke your back. But, like I said, I broke it during an event where, I'm displaying the chairs, and, I just couldn't pack up and go home. There was too many people depending on me, so I was, by the time I found out I had a broken back, it was,
too late,
I was just basically on pain pills and rocking along. And, but over the past 3 months, I haven't lifted up anything real heavy. And I got my boys that help me out quite a bit, so they're down there in the garage helping me out build stuff.
That's
but
good.
I can feel the difference. My back is where the bone is calcifying, and it's getting harder to bend over. So one of these days I'm gonna have to go in and have it cleaned out. I know the little discs on the top and the bottom of it, they're just shot. So
yeah,
there's a lot of pain, but all I got to complain about, I can still walk. I don't really. Whatever.
Yeah, you don't realise what pain is till your back goes. They've just told me I've got herniated discs and the nerves out to my arms. The holes are too small coming out the spine to cater for the nerves. So that's why the nerves are permanently trapped in my arms. It's only took them 14 years to find it. So I know you feel that.
I realize you've been waiting a long time, brother. So I have to. You guys are 8 hours ahead of us. I've been waiting today for the damn FedEx flight. They're flying them directly to my house. They're not even stopping in LA. So I've been waiting so long. I'm only 6 months behind schedule. This was supposed to have been done over the summer, and the ones they sent broke again. So, but these haven't broken. They've been really awesome, and they beefed it up. So I'm really looking forward to it, and hopefully within 3 months from now, then everybody's going to be wanting my modules because they just last so much more. I mean, this is going to eliminate foldback on chairs all around the world, not just tank chairs, but wheeled ones too. Pretty cool.
Oh, they're affecting the Speedster as well.
I'm sorry?
Are they affecting the Speedster as well?
Oh, no, Speedster. No, it's not that. Speedster, it's geared totally different. Speedster's all about speed. Got tank chair at 5 miles an hour with high torque, and Speedsters at 25 miles an hour with almost no torque. So it pulls the electricity different. Actually, the motors on the Speedster, you can like fry eggs on them, and the module doesn't even hurt because it's just geared different.
Yeah,
it's a Speedster. Liz got 50 miles on a single charge on a Speedster. Pretty cool.
Yeah, wow. I'm in the process of looking to get a new power chair, but unfortunately they're a bit out me. Well, they're a lot out of our range, which we can afford. Any idea when my chair will be ready?
Like I said, next week. Yours is one of the first ones to go up, pal. I've got it. I've been driving it around with me, using it for. It's the heaviest chair I've ever made, and we made it over a year ago, and we've been pounding the snot out of it. And I'm not sending you that chair, but it's the same design, and we made it heavy because even though I can put rice sacks on or potato sacks on, it just doesn't simulate a 350-pound person. So we made a super heavy chair with really thick steel, and we actually put a gun on it, so it's like bulletproof because there's that much steel on it. So,
wow.
Yeah, that's the one we've been using, like the heaviest frame. But it's like, I've abused the shit out of this thing, so you're not getting that one, but it's going to get redone off the aluminum and sent out. But we've already got the chassis on the floor. The parts, it's a simple swap. It'll be real fast.
Right, okay.
Oh, and the seat springs, too. They're not leather anymore. Or did you have leather or cloth? I can't even remember.
No, that was like a nylon cover.
Yeah, it was cloth. Actually, we've upgraded that to suede.
Oh, right.
And I put suede on my 14,000-mile trip through snow and blizzards, and it's beautiful. It doesn't even, we 3M'd it, and anyway, we built this nice one to get the shit beat out of it. So,
right. How will it be sent back?
Yeah, no, next week we're going. Let's say we have 60 coming in. I've got so much money worth of chassis on the floor ready to move, but yours is one of the first out the door.
Brilliant. How will it come back by ship?
I don't know. I have people that work for me now that handle the shipping.
Yeah.
So once it goes, then there's laws and shit you guys have over there in the UK, but
yeah, it needs to come back. It needs to be cut.
Once it gets ready to ship, then they're going to pull a bid on it for the gas and everything and get it over there. I guess it can only go to a business.
Well, I haven't got a business I can go it to because I haven't been going out for about 2 years now.
Okay, well, once we get it up, then we'll contact you on that. And if there's somebody down the road, then I don't know what the laws are right off the head, but
it was
the name
collected.
Of the shipper is Navis, and that's what they do.
It was collected from the house and dropped off at the house before. Can you make sure on the paperwork they put that it's been repaired, because otherwise I'm going to be hammered for the VAT again.
Oh, okay, yeah, absolutely. It is a repair. That's no problem.
Well, if you send it over with the value of, say, $15,000 or $20,000, whatever it is, then customs here will hammer me for the VAT again. So what we need to do is make sure that on the form they know that it was shipped back and show proof of that, and then coming back over as a repair, basically.
Okay.
And then it won't get held up in customs again like last time.
Okay, no, I'll do that.
Thank you. Sorry to hear about...
I will. And once it goes out, you're going to see next week, we're doing our rollout of, basically, we're going to have a big-ass announcement on the website. And, yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. But, I've got to, yeah, I want to get rid of them. I want to get cash flow back in my business. So.
Well, yeah, you've got to.
Visually.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry to hear about Liz with the healthcare side of things.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, fuck Obama.
Yeah, but I'm sorry about that. All right, well, thanks for the update, Brad. And please do keep in touch.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.